Mike Perlack here to talk to you. I just got up, so my brain's rested. I managed to get through. I'm not keen on watching movies on my phone, but I felt I had to make an exception for this one. I never saw 1984, 1956 Orson Welles. Apparently, there's another version from '84, I think, with John Hurt. Probably check that out at some time and do a film reflection video just on the film. But so I finally watched 1984 last night. Managed to get through it, plus a short 7-minute little analysis of it before I had to yield to sleep. Sorry about the lighting. So I forgot to turn on additional light. But yeah, I think that there's a thing in the movie that I think does apply to leftist philosophy. War is peace, freedom is slavery, and ignorance is strength. That's the montage for this utopias world. Totalitarian. I decided that it's in my best interest to stop watching so much extreme right and extreme left material on social media. I think I'm going to stick to the Epoch Times and NTD, which is part of the reason why I was so brainwashed is most of my life I only watched NBC because that's most of the shows that I liked was on. And I think that contributed to why I was so easily manipulated. And the left has done to my brain an adult what my father did to my brain for those 6 years as a child. My hardcore male feminist father, for those of you that don't watch my content regularly, which is basically my rule is law, and you exist to appease and please me. But anyways, so I'm gonna probably limit my viewing to that. I was watching Timcast for the longest time. I mean, from the time I woke up to the time I was ready to go to sleep, I was just watching all his videos. And it took me a while, a couple months, but sooner or later, there surfaces a hypocrisy to libertarianism. It may take a while before you finally see it, but it always ends up there. It always ends up there. Libertarianism equals hypocrisy. Recent story about that BLM guy that was at the Capitol. And at first on Facts Matter, which they only report the facts, they said the kid said, I just wanted to know why people would support Trump. And I thought, okay, looks like a likable kid. He could be telling the truth. And then then you see other footage of him where you hear him in the crowd yelling, "Burn this mother down!" Actually actively provoking trouble. But with Roman with the Epoch Times, I used to have a subscription to The Nation, which is a far left leaning propaganda magazine, basically. In the time that I was subscribed to it, I only kept one issue because it featured a picture of that puppet that used to be our president, Obama. It featured a picture of him smoking weed, whatever. I thought, well, that's interesting. Maybe I should hang on to this. Anyways, so I used to have a subscription to The Nation. I used to hold the opinion of the people that read that magazine. I used to hold a positive opinion of them. I think Bill Maher might have been one of them. At the time, I still bend to the hypocrisy that is leftist ideology. The thing I like about NTD is the newscasters on there don't get emotional. They just tell you the facts. Just the facts. Sergeant Friday. Got mail recently from two organizations, from the Republican National Committee, which asking me for because I donated in the past. I told them, nope, you should have supported the people's president. So now you get nothing from me. I wrote that on the invoice instead of marking an amount and sending their check. And then and this goes to show that these organizations really, and this is direct from D.C., both of them. And it goes to show they don't really listen to people, do they? They assume the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee sent me a thing asking for money as well. It goes to show just because I'm a registered Democrat, that's why they send me this garbage. It just goes to show I've sent them stuff in the past expressing my disappointment in Nancy, and obviously, they don't regard this stuff. They don't listen to us. We're just voters, I guess. They just want to vote every 2 to 4 years, and that's all they want. That's all they need. I put a little note on there. Yep. The hell with you, you communist losers. I'm going to put a stamp on these, too. Somebody has to assume accountability. I don't expect my fellow taxpayers to assume postage. So, one thing I heard that kind of makes sense. We're going from an ideology, economist. We're going from ideology and economist politics to personal identity politics. Yeah, welcome to the new administration. It'll be inaugurated today. Recently, there was a Democratic mayor saying, "We got to open the economy now. Open the economy." And you know what's sad about this is, what's sad about this is a lot of people willfully ignorant to Joey presidency. Oh, Joey's president now. Everything's all better. Oh, the government's there. I don't have to do anything. The government's there wiping my butt again. Really sad. A while back, I posted a video saying prayers for the woman that got killed at the Capitol. Her name is Ashley Babbitt. I said another name at the time, and it's in the title of the video. That was the name I heard on the on one of the, I think it was either Truth or Right Side or something. And that was the name that was going around, live and in real time at the time. That's why I did that. So if anybody might be wondering what the heck that is, that's what happened with that. Yeah, but the left don't get it. That's why they're pushing these eliminate words like gender identifying words like mother, father, daughter, son, sister, brother, and end all prayers with amen and a woman. And this is why the Trump movement is so popular. And they wonder why 75 million people, or as they call them, deplorable chumps, who need to be reprogrammed. That's what prompted me to make that video I made a couple of videos back with the 3 sonic impeachment booms. Yeah, Joey, Vice President, uses his power as Vice President to sell us out to the CCP. Kamala, she bails out rioters with funds. She creates a fundraiser for the purpose of bailing out rioters so they can go back out and destroy even more small businesses. Yeah, real nice, huh? And this is the person that has the vice president position right now. And the 3rd sonic impeachment boom, Nancy. Just look at what she's done. Look at what she's doing. Look at all she's done as an elected official. I gave Tim Cash quite a run. I was watching almost every one of his videos, and it took me a while, but eventually, yeah, I started to see loops in his logic, and especially if they're genuinely intelligent, they can use this to manipulate. I'm not down on the kid, Tim Pool, the Tim Cash IRL. I'm not down on the kid. I mean, he's worried about his viewership. He's worried about he's losing his ability to make money on YouTube. But they're just they're still. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be willfully ignorant to the hypocrisy that is libertarianism. I guess I should give a contrast to that versus somebody like Dr. Steve Turley, who in what he talks about is more. There's more personal conviction in what he says. He doesn't try to sway you to think one way or another with emotion. Versus Tim Pool, who is always go backtracking what he says. Double talk, I used to call that. Grew up with people like that all my life. I did come across a hilarious picture of Donald Trump writing on the wall, "Impeach D's." I'll let you fill in the blank. Starts with N and rhymes with guts. Yeah, I guess the Mexican people just have to grow bigger cojones and stand up to and not let the cartel dictate what happens in their government. At the very least, we got our big, beautiful, transparent wall of security. The only places they didn't cover where there was natural wall, mountain ranges. Speaking of hypocrisy, when he was being elected, they kept downing him, myself included, because I still had my head up my butt. I said that before, but yeah, the hypocrisy of the left and the Democratic Party. Look at all the walls up against now to protect them in D.C. right now. All the walls and barriers that they built to protect the incoming administration that we the people elected. I can't say that without laughing. So I'll probably just stick to primarily to the NTD. But one of the things I heard just last night was, yeah, there's no money for Joey in the U.S.-Canada relationship. That's why he's already getting ready to ban the pipe line there with U.S. and Canada. There's no money in it for Joey when it comes to U.S. and Canada relationship. There's lots of money in it for Joey with the U.S.-Canada. That's why he sold us out to the CCP, to China. This is the 27-year career politician that got elected because, quote, Orange Man bad! Orange Man bad! No! No! Orange Man bad! Say a prayer for this country. Mike Farlack, thank you for your time.